everybody. Happy Mother's Day weekend if you're watching it soon. If you're watching it a long time from now, then it won't be Mother's Day weekend. But I just was going to do a quick one today. Fold is called a book binding card. And basically, it just folds. You see you've got the binding on the side so that you don't open it up to be the whole card. And this actually is all, retired things that I'm just using up, but you basically have this part of the card that's adhered down, and then you open it so it's like that. I did one also with the new shells. Now I did stamp on this, wishing you the very best, but I think I should have stamped it darker because once I put it through the embossing folder, it kind of made it where you can't see it as well. But notice on this one, I did actually have the embossing folder and the die cut out on the front of the card, and it will still fold there, but mostly I like to use it with something different on this side. Okay, so let's just put those up here and look at how we would make that. So I take a sheet of 8.5 by 11 and cut it in half long ways. So we've got 4 1/4 by 11. I'm just going to fold that in half. These are really easy to make. It's just a fun, kind of a different fold. So now I have a card. If I were to just decorate it, it would open all the way. But I want it to be adhered on this end. So I will take my trimmer and I'm going to measure out from here 1 1/4 inches. Okay, there's the inch, there's the 1 1/4 inches. Okay, and then I'm just going to mark it there. Didn't cut it. I just marked it so that I would see where I was going to be able to fold that back. And that's all there is to it, honestly. So then you're just going to decorate this part, decorate this part. So if you're going to do here, like I did a piece of ribbon, if you'll put the ribbon on first and tuck it behind before you adhere this down, then you don't have to take the ribbon all the way around. I just tucked it in under both sides. Okay. For this one, though, I'm going to use a piece of Designer Series paper, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere this one down. Okay, so now when you open the card, see, we don't open all the way. This is the book binding part. All right, so I'm going to use some of these, I think it's Tasteful Textures. Oh, sorry, In Good Taste, which is the Designer Series paper that's got all the tile and the wood and all of those kind of things in it. I really like this paper. And I thought it would look really cool on the front of the card, didn't it? It's kind of this one will hopefully be a little bit more of a masculine card. I don't know why I have a little more trouble designing those. I think most people do. Okay, so now I've got that on the front of the card. And then I thought I would take another piece of this tile and just put it up. Now, since I think I'm going to take this the whole way. And that even kind of makes, instead of leaving a little bit of a margin, and that maybe makes it set apart a little bit more. So you could take a piece of ribbon, or you could take a piece of designer paper, or you could just stamp on that there. You don't even have to have anything different. So see that, just makes a very cool card base. So I thought I would put a little wagon on here with a gift in it, because this is going to be a birthday card. And I don't know that I'm going to round the corners, but I think I would like to sponge a little bit of ink on there so that it doesn't look quite so stark. This is always just a way to add a little bit of interest around. Sometimes these easy techniques we forget to do because we get so many other things that we learn and we're doing, and we forget just to go back and do some of the old favorites. See how that looks better, I think? You could even take and put a little bit of color on the wagon if you wanted to. Yeah, see? I like that better. Now I could pop that up, which maybe I will do. If I can find my dimensionals without too much of a problem. I just had them. Oh well. I will. You can see I messed up one on the back, but nobody's going to see it because it's going to be under the adhesive. So that's what we have on the front. And then on the inside, I stamped, again, the wagon. I was going to draw some strings. This is a very, very old set. Let's see if it has the year on it. 2003. So this was a favorite teddy bear set, and I've always loved this set. I like the greetings, I like the wagon, I like the bear. So I thought, you know what, let's just pull that out and use it again. And then I'm going to make it like the balloons are tied to the wagon. And again, you know, I might want to just sponge the edges of this too. It's a fun technique. It's an easy one. You can go as heavy-handed or as light-handed as you want. Easy peasy, as some people might say. You know, if you wanted to get very much involved, you could color the wagon, you could color the balloons, you could do, you know, whatever you wanted with that. But I just thought this would make a nice little card, and it's fairly unisex, I think. I don't be using the browns and having the tile on the front and just a little wagon. I thought that made it a little more. Okay, so cute card, see? And it's called a bookbinding. Like I said, you could make this as wide or as narrow as you wanted. I used 1.25 inches. And then the reason I like to do that is because then these pieces of paper are 4x4 square. The DSP here and the white paper that goes on the inside are just 4x4. So, easy bookbinding card today. And I hope you like it and that you have a great rest of your weekend.